Hey everybody, welcome to the Tuesday Night Live. Just hanging out with myself right now. About to get some stoned with you guys. What are you guys smoking on? We'll wait for things to start picking up and then start showing my girl a little bit. Hope you guys are having a good Tuesday so far. Yeah, man. Yeah, so what is everybody smoking on out there? Hey, Owl. Figaro. Ace. John. You're still around. Dab. Coyote. Will. Yeah, man. That's a good one. How you doing, Big Turk? Big Mac. That's a good one. Nice one. What's up, John? Why don't you come up and smoke one? Hey, Shane. Welcome to the channel. I'll throw you a wrench just so you can... A lot of people have channels in here, so you can just easily browse around. Hope everybody's grow offs are going well so far. Hey, Bubba. Oh, you made it. Nice. I remember you were talking about how you haven't been able to make it the last couple ones. Hey, Medicine Man. It's awesome. Hey, Jerk Puncher. I'll throw you a wrench. That's just so you can pop around. There's a lot of people have channels in here. You can see people. You can check you out as well. Hey, Idiom. Hope you're doing well. Things are going well tonight. Got a little line of joints so far. I can roll more if I need to. Just hanging out. Being able to connect with community. That's why I like Tuesday nights. It's time where I can actually connect with you guys. Oh, I see. Nice. Yeah, and anybody, there's a link at the top. Feel free, you can come up, show your grows, hang out, smoke. I'll end up showing my grow here. Plus, I'll show the pictures of my grow if we don't have people pop up. I just make sure I keep things going, but just getting this started here. If you're new, I know a lot of you guys aren't. Welcome, Ashley. Hope you're doing well. I'll toss you a wrench. Same things for going around. There's lots of channels in here with lots of great information. And good people. That sounds tasty though. I'm smoking on OG's right now, which is a cross between, what was it? It was an OG number 18 and a Minuteman. Nice, Ace. What's up, Grown Up Gross? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, no, it's all good. That's nice and warm. Well, I don't know if you guys aren't on my Instagram. Here's how the guava mezcal is doing. I'll show you some of these pictures while we're waiting. So this is the last day of week 7 in this picture. They're really chunking in nicely. This one right here, from here to there is 8 inches. So it's fairly large cola, which is doing well. Oh, Doyle, nice. I missed you there. Highest number of plants, which have cheers, man. Yeah, that's how that big chunky lady is doing right now. She'll be coming down either. Well, I kind of need the tent for the grow off. The grow off is we have to flip it on September 15th, so I need that tent. So I might even flip it here, run it for a week, and then take it, or take this plant down on the 14th. Depending. It depends on how it looks this weekend. If it looks like I could do that this weekend, I will. But that grow up strain, everybody knows we got to flip that on the 15th of September. So, I got to make sure it's set up. But yeah, thank you, 420. You know. The highest number of plant count. It's either Ohio or Michigan. What's up, Coyote? Hey, people that are in Turp Hunter, you said you're from Ohio, didn't you? What's your guys' plant count over there? Oh yeah, or Oklahoma, you guys are allowed 12. Yeah. So, and Oklahoma, you're allowed to have 12 as well, too, hey? Yeah, those are pretty high plant counts. We're only allowed to have fucking 4 here in Canada. That's why you're trying to grow big plants, because I'm only allowed to grow 4 of them. Well, over in the other place, here I can have more because of a license, but... Alright, let's go look up normal. If you guys ever wanted to know any of those kind of answers, normal, the website, will give you all that information. Or I'll show you. So yeah, if you wanted to look on anywhere, like, where is, like for Oklahoma, where John's from. So it give you all your information here on depending on what state you're from. This place is wherever I recommend people to go to if they need to find out any information on growing, especially if you guys are in the States. It's only really for the States. We don't have one like a site like this for Canada just because it's fully legal. Yeah, what does it say? Say cultivation. Are you guys allowed yet? Like, oh, okay, yeah. Oh, with a medical card, that's why. Yeah. That's where you have the medical marijuana part. But you guys aren't recreational yet, though, hey? Because I didn't see anything. Because, yeah, if you go back to a state that is recreational, it'll actually will start seeing things like that on there. Just because I know you guys this way. Right? It will say that you're allowed to have that. But this is a great site to go to for any information. And if you're in the United States, you have the benefit of using this site. Oh. Yeah, no, I picked that up after I didn't see it anywhere written, like because I went to Idaho afterwards and you saw where it says allowed, once you're allowed to have. I didn't see that on there, so I was just seeing a comparison. It's all gonna change soon enough for you guys down there. Hopefully, it's just gonna go straight like what is up here, but with more. Hopefully, with a higher plant count than we have, because you know what, 4 is not very nice. You gotta really work with it. Yeah, you're right. There's so much going on. That's why I always tell people to go to that site, because that site will give you all the up-to-date information. I like it that that some of the states have that rule where you're allowed to have the 6 juvenile and the 6 and the 6 in flower. Like you're allowed because that's what most of those laws are, where you have the 12 is because you can have 6 and 6. It makes more sense than just having a flat number. Like in Canada, it'd be nice if we had 4 and 4 at least. I don't know about where you guys, but like our recreational would stack on your medical, so you could actually grow recreational and medical at the same time, technically. Yeah. But it's just it'd be so much easier if you're allowed to have like exactly. There are more things to worry about, unless you're obviously growing it and manufacturing, like selling it, right? That's one thing. But if you're just growing a bunch of pot for yourself, they don't. You gotta be they really have to be a Karen of a cop. They really want to come after you for if you're as long as it's for yourself. What's up, Matthew? Yeah, right. Hey, Stoneton. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, see, you're right. I think that 4 would be enough if I was growing just for me. But because I grow for me and the girlfriend, right? So, and the kid that's not the kid. He's not really a kid. He's of age. He's 19 years old. Hey, what's up, Jimmy John?
What's up, pothead?
And you're only allowed to have 4, regardless of how many people smoke in the house. Then you start to get, it gets kind of shitty at that point.
Are those the Canadian laws again?
Yeah, we're only allowed to have 4 plants, no matter how many people live there, no matter what stage they're in. But yeah. But if I was going for myself, yeah, of course. If I did 2 plants and then did 2 in the 4x8 the way I do it, and then 2 plants and just rotate those. Okay, if I smoked more than that would be bad. By myself.
I don't know. They got all the fucked up rules. They seen what happened everywhere else.
Yeah, like I was just saying that
you can grow 6, you can grow 5, but you go to Michigan, you can grow 100 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and Ohio is the same way. They're restricted too. You know what I'm saying?
But you guys are allowed to have 4, and they're allowed to have like 6 and 6. They're allowed to have 6 in juveniles and then 6 as a flower.
Right.
In Iowa,
Ohio.
Ohio, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, it don't make sense. They fucking Big Turk. What up? Grown Up Grows. What up, guys? They grow 5, but they didn't say how big they can be. You know,
yeah.
You grow like 5, 2
yeah, don't worry about me.
What's up, John boy?
What's up? What's up, guys?
They have it on. They have it. Yeah, they don't say they say 5, but okay, you go 5 big monsters and get 10 bucks. You know
exactly. Well, that's why, like with me, I can only have 4 over where I flower because there's no license over there, right? So she has to be with the recreational rules over there.
Right.
So that's why I grow 2 in a 4x8 because I just grow 2 plants in 32 square feet in a 4x8 because I just grow 2 plants in 32 square feet.
Yeah.
Oh, bullshit, but I mean,
her medical license here, we're about 6 and 6.
I had to fucking re-up medical card today. For 3 years. It's $125 for 3 years.
For what?
My medical card.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So I just paid it today.
I think mine runs around 60 for 2 years, $60.
That's cheaper.
What's up, Miko?
What up, Miko?
Hope you're doing well, man.
Yeah, they hit you up with that shit. They fucking I almost didn't hit the deadline today. Fucked up. What up?
You're right, though, and the biggest thing is what I was saying when we were talking, when we started to talk about limits, is unless you're really growing it to sell it, they don't really care. If you're growing it for yourself, I'm pretty sure if you have a couple extra plants, they're never going to come knocking on your door for that. But if you obviously are moving weight out of your house, and
it's the neighbors who call.
Yeah.
It's the neighbors who call. If you got big ass plants and shit,
yeah,
it's the neighbors who call over here. That's what everybody's had. It's been the neighbors, man. They're like, I don't want to smell it, I don't want to see it, and there's always that one neighbor.
Yeah, I hear you.
But most people are just so blown away to see a fucking 8-foot gorilla. They've like the shit they see on TV only, never like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They come outside, you hear cops theme in the background. Bad boy, bad boy. They see this shit. I'm like, they just not used to seeing that. That's all. And then you got guys like all of us that fucking just grow gorillas all the time. So it's not you kind of yawn when you see an 8-foot or a 10-foot plant. I mean, because everybody here fucking grows big ass fucking. You gotta grow something that's like a 5. You know what I mean? Like it's gotta be.
That's why I did the 8-foot scrog that year. It was a little different than going upwards.
Yeah, I was like, you gotta be a grower. Because like, I mean, fuck, dude, I'm walking in the backyard right now with 8-footers.
Yeah.
Not even. I mean, it's like, John, look at the shit you were growing out there. Those big ass fucking 10-foot.
Right.
You gotta come correct. We're gonna look at new water every year. Fucking every year. That's all that the guy grows. Like, I mean,
when you have
up close might be an appreciative point, but
when you have a system though, it becomes very, and it's something that you do often. It becomes simple. Like for me, my 4x my 4x8 system that I do, where I do the rotation, is very simple for me because I'm so used to it. But when first few times getting into it, it was a bit of a nightmare. But once you learn the rotation, the cycle, it becomes very easy.
Right. Well, it gets it's second nature is what I think it is.
Yeah.
I think that's what you were saying. It's second nature to a lot of guys. A lot of people we fuck with right here. It's like they like part of their daily life is to get up and send you some fucking marijuana.
Look, they know they're buying it, if not, and it costs a lot.
Yeah, and I don't honestly looking at the chat right now, checking out everybody. What up, Soul Rebel Farm? Absolute Ace. What up, buddy? Smoke Dog, Scotland. Everybody here grows.
Yeah.
They want to grow. Everybody here is to grow. That's how it is. I'm smoking. We're smoking our own.
I'm still. I got the Oh Jesus still right now. I'm smoking on. I got the purple rhino in here, but I'm letting that cure up. Since I have the other stuff right now, I'm gonna smoke on that and let that sit for as long as until that runs out first. And I'm gonna move on to that.
Man Down Gardening, what's up? I got like 2 months. I mean, we still gotta wait.
I got guava mescal coming down in a couple of weeks. I got Field DOG coming down in a couple of weeks. I got and then Frosty Treats is just entering the second week of flower, and then I'm gonna start rotating in the Tango Mango and the Wicked Genetics. We're flipping on the 15th, right? So that's why I got it. That's why I have to get the guava mescal out of there because that's where the cross is gonna be.
Short high.
Short high. What up? There's a lot. Frank said he got called the cops on. The neighbors made a complaint. That's the number one thing around here is people, your neighbors complain that either stinks or they can see it. Most of the time it's because it stinks.
I gotta change my fucking filter this time. Even though I live in a place where it's legal, I still don't want to piss off neighbors and do anything like that.
You're still being low key.
Even though there's 4 plants there's no law being broken. It's just I just don't want to piss off the neighbors. I'd rather them be smiling and nice than have to deal with not very nice people all the time.
Oh, I get it. I totally get it.
And I can smell it as soon as I get out of my van. I'm like, I gotta walk down the driveway to my actual door, and I can smell it the minute that I get out of my van and I'm at the sidewalk. I'm like, that fan, I need to replace that filter. It's pretty bad.
You could do it.
Well, no, I will. I'll do it next in between, like when the harvest happens. I'll swap it in there, in between the harvest, like during the dry period.
Right.
So, but I'm not gonna do it hanging over top of my plants until they're finished. Yeah, exactly, Scotland. What's up, V Pops? How's it doing? Well,
we pop smoke. What's up, John? What you smoking on?
Me, I'm smoking on some gelato.
Gelato.
Lemon cherry cookies here.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Dang, that one sounds delicious. Lemon cherry cookie.
It's good.
I'm smoking on Zombie Thunderfuck.
Oh,
There you go.
that one sounds pretty heavy.
It's pretty good. My buddy's been growing it for a while now. He brought me some. He really likes that blueberry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, okay. Fucking high shit.
It's not the worst then. You know, at least it works.
Yeah, man, they made me. I had to pay for my card today, man.
Yeah.
What happened to your car?
No, the card. I had to pay for my marijuana card today. I got
Oh,
a medical thing. I had to pay. Okay.
Hey,
Better to have it, not to have it.
you can grow without it where you're from, but just a lot less, or not at all?
Make the break. I don't know, man. You say it like that, like one's a tick, one's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I was
One
wondering.
is for medical purposes, one is not. You know what I'm saying? Then they can play with it however they want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So-
like that here, where if you had a license, you could grow 12 plants on your medical, and you can still grow your
Right.
4 recreational.
Right. Right. That's kind of like what it is. But they don't. Yeah. I just like to grow them outside.
Well, yeah, and then you get one run, and it's kind of done and gone, and then you don't have to worry about it over the winter time.
No, you got to worry about eating too much and the munchies and shit.
Okay.
That's what I said, Matt. They said you can fine, but they didn't say how big.
guys, I got to jump in the shower. I'll catch y'all in a bit.
All right.
How you
Okay.
doing?
All right.
They didn't say how big, so you get them. You get them off. They're fucking monsters, dude. You get in there and you're like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about pot for a long time, man.
Yeah.
You'd be more worried about the pot going bad. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, if you make sure you store it correctly, it'll be
Yeah.
better.
I've seen people like stuff that puts jars in a case like this. They got the plastic around them. You know, you never bought a case of mason jars? Yeah, I think you buy those. Yeah, you buy those. Yeah, I've seen people that bought those mason jars and had to buy like 8 to 10 cases because they filled them all the jars up with the fucking stuff. And like, get all this shit.
I do use like kind of what the nutrients is in. Not that one, of course, but I'll use 5-gallon pails with Gamma Seal lids. So like the airtight spin-off lids, and I'll use that when transporting buds back and forth. But you could also use that to store actual trim bud. And I think John actually has some in the Gamma Seal 5-gallon pails.
Yeah, he's done it.
That
Yeah,
would
my
fit a
little
lot
my little
with
420 seeds, my little grow off seeds, they kind of just took off this week. Oh, very
Oh,
much. Yeah. I gotta transplant them now. I gotta put them over in the good stuff.
Yeah, no, mine's been doing good since it's got a little more light. I had to wait for the frosty treats to get out of that tent because remember before I had it sitting on top of the humidifier trying to get some light, like be above everything. I was like, where am I gonna put this? I'm like, yeah, right here.
They fucking everything is getting big. Everybody's got something. There's everything
Yeah.
pretty decent. I'm gonna try to win the toilet award.
Nice.
I'm gonna leave it in the solo cup. And cut holes in the bottom of it.
Yeah, I put mine into a like a 3-gallon, like a squatty one. I put it into an air pot, like pretty like 2 weeks ago, a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Well, it's got room to grow. It's all good.
Yeah, so I'm letting it get that room before flipping, so I don't have to worry about it.
I'm good. I'm bullshit. I'm putting it in an air pot.
Yeah.
Either air pot or fabric bag. I really like the air pots. They're fucking great. Turn out some great stuff. Yeah. I use them outside with my tomatoes and shit, man.
Yeah, it looks like they work out great. Yeah.
They do. They work outside.
I'm wanting to try them.
Yeah, I used I'm using fabric pots this year just because I didn't want to have to worry about watering them as much. But the air pots, I grew pretty fast, pretty big tomato plants last year off of just 3 gallons. A lot bigger and faster than the 5-gallon fabrics are this year.
Really?
Yeah. So, but I just wanted to focus on other things instead of worrying about that as much.
That's what's up. I hit the tomatoes. I hit all the plants outside with the same shit.
Here, I'll show you my veg stuff, which is where my 420 one is.
John, you stoner.
Always.
Always. Picking up, John, you ever seen one of those big mic earphones? You ever seen those they pop up, big ones?
You're cutting out. I can't hear you. You said something. I think your mic cut out.
Have you ever seen those big mic pop-up lines? It's like a 4-man pop-up line.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You could stand up in it full draw, like stand up with your bow full draw. You pull down.
Did you get you one of those?
I'm getting it tomorrow. Yeah, and I just picked up some new. It's new because it's my first time hunting it, but it's my aunt's land. They live over here off the river, and she's got like 15 or 14 acres of contiguous land. You know what I'm saying? And the deer, she's like, they're eating my garden, and I'm like, I'll help you out.
All right, there we go.
All right, man.
Hey. So that's my grow up one right now. So that's in a 3-gallon. I just popped it on the weekend, so I'm gonna let it kind of branch out a bit over the next little bit before we flower.
That thing's looking healthy.
Yeah, it could be better. My Hannah Instruments probe, it's like 3 years old, and it's actually been giving me a misreading for a little bit of time now. So I had to go out and get like a spare at one of those H&M pH meters for now, and I ordered a new probe for my meter. Here, I'll show you. So this right here, like I bought this a while ago, but this thing lasts a long time. But this is only supposed to last for like a year. And the last time I tried to do any sort of calibration, it really didn't work well. So I'm just going to so now I'm just going to detach it, and I've ordered a new probe for it, so I can use this again. But for now, I had to get another meter, one of these ones. This for now is a spare too, so I can just hold on to it in case something like that happens. But that's why I've been misfeeding my plants. You know, especially the ones over at my flower got it pretty bad too, because it was dropping out nutrients on all my plants. Because I was actually feeding at a pH
most likely like a high 4, low 5 for the last month. That's why make sure you watch your gear, right?
That fucking thing looks. They look great though. Shit, fucking healthy as always.
Yeah. Besides this, right? But like I said, it was only like my thing was not giving me the right reading for a month, but it's not so bad for being that far off. These are the Tango Mangoes that are going to be going into the 4x8 after the Fuel DOT. This one actually was one of the ones that got really tall. I totally super cropped her down.
Look at that shit. Look at that.
But they bounced back pretty nicely. And then this one, once we get a little bit of growth on her, we'll try to bend her over a little bit to get more branching out the side. But we don't have much time before flower. So this one may just go into like a upward, like an upside down umbrella. I might just try to aim for that to grow off instead of trying to scrog it out. This one might not even get in the net. It might just be LST. But that's good.
Fantastic as always. Well, that looks good. Shit. See if you get yesterday or today.
Hold on, I gotta go back to the computer.
Alright. John. You're a pothead.
I don't know.
I had brat burgers for dinner.
I did an Elvis Presley fried bologna and cheese sandwich.
John, I like fried bologna.
I do too, dude. I love it.
We're gonna next time we get together, we'll make fried bologna on the grill. Or
I call it
like it on the grill.
I call it an Elvis Presley. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Hey, how's it going, man? That was a 3x3, Matthew. And that's a DIY light. It's an HLG kit. Actually, it's not really a kit because there's a couple things put together. It's 2 B-spec boards with a Mean Mill 2 120 wired in parallel. And the nice thing about the B-spec is it's photo boosted with 470 nanometer. So what that's going to do is going to inhibit cell expansion and keep your plants low, especially during the veg stage, so they don't try to really take off on you.
What's up, Matt?
Hey, how are you doing?
For some reason, I can't hear you guys that good tonight.
Hey, I did turn my mic down. I didn't know my mic was like super loud before because on my mic settings, it was all the way to the top.
Yeah, like I'm holding my whole phone
Okay, all
to my
right.
ear, but I mean, I got some earbuds. I could go do that, but I don't really.
Hold on.
I don't know.
Is that better? I just want to make sure I'm too loud.
What, brother?
I was asking if is that better, or is it everybody is quiet on your phone?
Like everybody is.
Oh, okay.
And hold on.
That's awesome news. It's always nice to pop some new stuff.
Yup, it's that antsy period of time when you put them in. You do that to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. I did that to myself. Exactly. I didn't even know if that comment was for me, but it applied to me. That's awesome. How you guys all doing tonight, man?
Doing really good, man. How about you?
Great.
I'm hanging in there, you know. So I don't look, I'm too stupid on this shit. So I don't know how to. So how do I flip this camera around so that way I can talk to you guys when I show you this?
You go to settings.
The three
Setting. The green dot? I don't have a green dot.
dots. No, 3 dots.
The what?
3 dots.
There should be 3 dots.
Oh, 3 dots. Oh, more?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, settings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then
Yeah.
camera.
Yep.
Mirror my face.
No, back view or back facing.
Yeah. Back face.
Scroll down.
Camera. Oh, okay. Camera 2 facing back.
Yeah.
Or camera 2.0 facing back.
It don't matter.
Oh, it don't matter?
Whichever
Okay.
one's your camera, yeah.
Ah, there we go. There
it is,
we
bro.
go.
Hey, you're good now, man. Yeah.
See? Yeah, there we go. All right.
Hey, man, down. Turn the camera sideways in your hand. They
That
say
way you
that's
guys
all-
can see better.
Now we can see
Okay.
the whole view. Everything.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I didn't like last week when I jumped in, I was honestly in something. You know how girls are, man. It just is what it is, man.
That was
But,
also your first time coming up, I think, too, last time. So you were just wanting to kind of show and
Yeah,
worked
show
better
and go,
this time.
man. Like,
Yeah.
like this is
You did
all
it.
new. This is all new to me, man. Like I'm not that dude that's like. I mean, I have a channel, of course, but still, man, I don't show my face, none of that shit yet. But it is what it is. So I got to start somewhere. So I flipped these girls. I think they're 14 days now into flower. I have them in a Spider Farmer 2x4 tent. I did have just the SE 2000, but I noticed that on the sides over here, it was only getting at the top like 500 par. So I decided to put this one in. Like, none of this equipment is brand new. I got this from off marketplace. So I walked out with 2 tents, a 2x4 and a 2x2 fully equipped for like $500. So I you know what I mean? It's a no-brainer, man. However, I don't think the lights are strong enough. So we're at like I think it's 14 on these girls. They don't look bad, but these are Gary Payton's. I mean, I've grown them out three different times. They don't really get huge buds, but they're a beautiful plant. And these are from clones. So these guys I flipped, I think, like right around day 60.
What part did you bring it to? Sorry. What was where did you bring it down? Where did you bring it up to?
Honestly, like right now they're at like 900.
Okay, that's good. Never mind, that's good. Sorry, I heard
yeah,
the
we're only
500.
like-
I heard 500 and I didn't hear another number, so I was like,
Oh,
what is
no.
500 still.
No. It was 500 with this light alone. So
Yeah,
that's
no.
why I added this one. Like in the middle, it was okay, but like on the sides, it wasn't doing nothing.
Oh yeah, I found that.
To pray.
I found that with
But
SF2000 as well. That's what that light is, right? Because it looks like it.
Yeah, it's a SF2000, but I think it's an older model.
Yeah, I still
so-
found it really works better to be right in the middle. I'm in the middle of switching up to a SE 4500 for my 2x4.
Oh
Just
yeah, that's
because
gonna
the
be
coverage-
badass.
Yeah,
yeah.
the coverage
Yeah.
on the SE2000 is, I would say, it's better for like a 2x3. If you had a 2x3 tent, or if there was such thing to work with, like
Yeah,
the
exactly.
SE2000 would be.
What does that
perfect.
even mean?
There's a few lights that were built like that, like the Electric Sky that I have, the ES180. That the size of that light was perfect for like a 2x3 space.
Do these guys look healthy to you?
It's a bit blurry, so it's hard to tell.
Hold on.
What's going on, Hayes and Dream Chaser? Hope you guys are well.
Is that better? Or no?
I can see the edges are a little bit lighter now. It is still a little blurry, but no, it doesn't look overly healthy in the insides, from what I can see.
I mean,
Like,
she
it
looks
green.
like
It's pretty blurry. I can't see what the actual edges. The edges are looking like they're cooked. To be honest, just because of the way the blur is hitting the edges. But I don't know if it's just the way that the light and the blur is kind of working.
well, no, there's not really there's no nutrient burn whatsoever. But
Yeah.
like, I'm worried about like up here that these might be like a little. But it's hard. I mean, okay, so if I look,
I can't see clear enough to really give you that.
here, we'll just shut it down and see if you can get a better look.
No, it's the connection. It's not the light.
See, it's fucking Canada, bro.
Yeah.
I love Canada, but fuck.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the light, dude. It's your connection. It's blurring the edges of the leaves, so they look green, but then the edges look blurry, like it could be something, but then it's not, right?
Right. I mean, I think this tent, honestly, I think this one's doing good. I was just worried about the light, and so this is my question, like for distance, in between the light and your plant. Like I'm at about 12 inches here, and I'm at about 14 for this one. Is that gonna burn them?
No. Just keep an eye on it. If your leaves start to toggle upwards on the edges, just lift your light up a bit.
Oh, that's so funny you're gonna say that, because wait till we go to this next one.
Yeah. That's your first sign of a light intensity issue. They'll toggle upwards on the edges. And then if you allow your plant to flower too long, as you saw, if you look at my purple rhino, the thing looks like it has crowns on it because the foxtailing got so nuts. But I was doing that kind of on purpose to see what would happen, and also see what the actual thing was. And I found that 12 inches from the SF2000, I didn't have the foxtailing problems. It was less than 12 inches away from the light. I had it with that specific cultivar.
Okay. Yeah, because that's what I was worried about, is like getting it too close. Because like normally I leave it, like a little bit more up, but
yeah.
I mean, I can go up. I mean, I have room. There's no carbon filter, scrub, or anything in here, but I just want to, I was trying something new this time to see, like the distance, and we'll keep it at 12 to 14 inches the entire time and see if that is better or not. I don't know. So I'm going to go to this one. This is the one I showed last week. This is the Purple Punch by 420 Fast Buds. And it is being grown out in the Grow Peaceful buckets. This is an auto flower. It is the first auto flower that I've ever grown. And like you had said last week, she still has some time to go. So I'm going to try to give you guys a little close up. I know the connection's probably bad, but she has fully triked out.
Yeah.
And I guess we're just going to wait for her to start maturing, and the buds, I guess, to get a little bit harder, because I have some decent sized buds. I'm a big boy. You know what I mean? I'm 250 pounds, 6 foot. And I mean, they're decent sized buds everywhere, but it's just whether or not they're going to get like super dense, but they're sticky as shit. That was one time just touching it.
Yeah. No. That's awesome. Have you looked at your trichomes with the jewelers?
I did a couple days ago. Yeah, they're all clear. Yeah, there's a couple cloudy, like it's not. Yeah. There's a couple cloudy, but it's not nothing. I mean, honestly, she to me personally has at least 2 to 3 more weeks. And I mean, I'm just a novice grower. You know what I mean?
Well, that's
I
good
just
to
started
know.
this journey.
It's good to know that to wait for them to be cloudy. You want to have the most cloudy as possible, and then you pick and choose. Do you want cannabis for pain relief and for sleep, or do you want it for cerebral or whatever other reasons, creativity reasons? Then you pick on the scale
I
of
call it geek mode
cloudy.
and sleep.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
that's when you pick on how much amber you want, because when amber happens, that's the oxidation of the terpenes, and it's also the degradation of the cannabinoids, i.e., THC to CBN. CBN being going to be a lot more on the sleep time and pain relief.
What up, man?
But she's not that bad looking, is she?
No, she's very, and honestly, you're going to get the thickness over these next few weeks, dude.
Where are all the leaves?
Well, I had to take them all off. They were all dying. So the problem, okay, so I'm allowed to say this because I talked to the dude who I'm sponsored by, okay? This is sponsored by Grow Peaceful. This is all-in-one. So everything, all the nutrients come into this bucket, okay? And then you're sent to Bean if you want, or you can just you can order a refill kit. But this is only for autos only, okay? So they were having a fading issue to where the leaves were fading. So I asked him a couple weeks ago, I said, should I give it some food? He said, it's up to me. So I thought about it for a day. And then honestly, I mean, I'm not going to hide nothing from you guys. I gave it a dose of Green Rush. This right here. I have a big old bottle. I don't have a lot of experience with it. I mixed it at half dose and it started, look, I'll show you. You see that fan leaf right there?
Yeah.
Like how it's okay, it's dead now, but I mean so the brown here. Let me go to this other one and then
black spots on it. It's got spots on it.
It's purple now, but it's not black. It was brown, okay, like when it came through. And I did this to my last crop, my Gary Payton's. The same exact thing. I added Green Rush just one time, but I added what they wanted as the dose. And it was too strong because, well, this bucket particularly is, all the nutrients come into it. And we shouldn't have to do this at all. But this was shipped out to me 3 months ago. Okay, since then, they've gone back in, they've added another nutrient to it, and this problem shouldn't happen anymore. But honestly, but this is for content, you know what I mean? I show this on my channel as content. So I'm not going to show you guys like all the shitty leaves. I mean, I do, but at the same time, I also want to keep it pretty for the views because it's killing it. And that's honest God truth. But what I think happened is that Green Rush. So then I went in and I only gave him one dose, just one. And I went in and I added 3 tablespoons of 284 by Gaia Green. And that didn't seem to hurt it at all. It seems to have pushed this girl through the rest of the way, but it all comes down to I just don't have experience with the Green Rush, man. And I burned 2 of my plants up. I'm an organic guy. This is organic, but it's available for instant or instant nutrient availability.
That's gonna be the key. If you're saying this bucket has everything you need in it, which it does, it probably does have everything you need in it. So instead of applying nutrients, like extra nutrients like Gaia Green or Green Rush, apply biostimulants to the plant. So apply aminos, apply kelp slash fulvic and kelp complexes, like the 5-to-2 ratio. You want to be adding things
like
to
something
chelate.
like this, like kelptastic or something.
Yeah. Well, what's the actual thing? What's the?
Oh, on the back of it, it's 102. So probably not that.
But you can mix, if that's just a kelp product and only a kelp product, then mix that up with a humic product and add that to it once a week. And what you're going to do is you're going to start chelating a lot of the nutrients that are locked up in your actual medium and become more available to your plant instead of overdoing on things that you're not going to need. The problem with cannabis is it actively takes up nitrates and phosphates. So even if the plant doesn't need nitrates and phosphates, it will actively take them out. The plant will utilize 30% of its total energy to consume nitrates, even if it doesn't need it, as a luxury element. So if you adding more nutrient, it's just going to focus on the stuff like nutrient, like luxury nutrients. It's like people going to McDonald's eating shitty food instead of eating properly because it's easy.
right. No, I totally get you.
So if you want to chelate the nutrients that are available in that actual bucket, and you're probably going to get an overall better result. So, and you probably even have them on your shelf. You just need to make sure you use them at the right time.
You mean all this shelf?
Yeah, I can see all their bottles there. I'm like, you probably have the things that you're talking about. You just need to know
I don't know what all this shit is, brothers. Like, I don't fucking deal with this shit. Come on, man. I'm a fucking guy, a green guy. Look at all this shit. I mean, but I don't know what the fuck to do with all that. That shit scares me. But this is learning curves, brother. I mean, this is why I come on this show exactly for this.
Yeah.
You know?
You want to make it more available. You want to make the nutrients you have more available for uptake. You probably already have them, like you said.
Yeah, it's just more
especially
research.
For an auto.
Yeah, and I mean, for an auto, okay, so now we're back here. Like, this is my first auto ever.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's doing well. It's doing well. But it is true what people are saying. You want to make sure you try to keep the plant healthier longer so you can keep those leaves on. And
yeah, and that's where I messed up.
Don't pull off leaves for content. I straight up will leave shitty fucking leaves on my plant if I need to, and just explain why I'm doing it, because it's more realistic content than being a fucking Mr. Canuck and cleaning up your plant saying where everything's fucking
See,
great.
but I mean, if anybody goes back and they watch my videos, I mean, I explain everything, and like I really explain even more, even this week, why I really cleaned them up, because of what my personal thought was. You know, after getting this far, like into this plant in the green rush. So I don't hide nothing. I always show my mistakes, especially when I break plants and do all that. Very educational on my channel. If anybody isn't, I'm not here to do any of that, but I'm just saying, man, you know what I mean? So
you just want to utilize what that plant has available to it, because sometimes those leaves, they're looking ugly, but your plant is consuming that leaf, and it still has nutrients in that leaf that it can move, mobile nutrients in that leaf that it can move before it's totally done. Like that one,
see, that's where
that greenness in that plant, there's still chlorophyll.
Where, right here?
Yeah, there's still chlorophyll in there. There's still the ability to cause photosynthesis, right? So you still have that, and if the plant deems that leaf no longer useful, it can still pull nutrients that are in that leaf to move it somewhere else, because it isn't completely, it's a fuel source too.
See, and that's exactly what I was doing. But then I start listening to my subscribers, and they're like, you're like, their plant or your plant's going to go dead if you don't cut them leaves off. And I'm just like, man, let me do my job, bro. And you guys just do your job.
Exactly. Unless your plant has an excessive amount of leaves on the bottom half of it, which can cause a microclimate that is susceptible.
Like down here?
Yeah, and is overly done, like someone hasn't done much on it. But because those leaves will start to really they'll start to decay in that area because the plant won't need them, and they'll also make an environment for pests and pathogens that start to occur because they're in leaves that aren't healthy, right? So a lot of times that's a good place to take leaves out, but when your plant has a few leaves left over, it's good to keep those for just that fuel source.
See, and that's the thing is like I just seriously went in here 3 days ago and cut all of the, all the crap off because I know she's getting ready to finish. I'm making my final video, and I mean, you already know, man, what it is.
Yeah, man. No, you're doing well. Run that out. Run, like you said, you still have a few. Keep an eye on the trichomes. You still have spots to photosynthesize in there, but there isn't many left. So you want to make sure you try to keep them as long as you can. But yeah, I know.
Yeah,
don't
I know.
Pull stuff off.
I know. Stop it, Jeremy. Stop. Fuck. Fuck. All right. So look, I'm gonna show you guys this. Hold on. I didn't want to show you guys this, like I really didn't, because I'm kind of embarrassed. But this is how we grow. All right. So this is Spider Farmer tent.
Yeah.
Okay. We have vanilla frosting and vanilla caps. And let's see here. So in the back, if you guys can see, there's two different tones to leaves. They're definitely tacoing. And then if I come up here, I think it's this one. You can see it looks like a little bit of rust. This is a brand new light by Spider Farmer, SE 5000. You know what I mean? I'm not, but I have a par meter as well that I just bought. So my buddy from We Pop Smoke, if you guys, he's on the channel. I mean, on here right now, he told me he thinks it's a pH issue. And I noticed that my pen was off by 0.18.
Yeah, that's
or point,
where
0.18.
That's why I was wondering to go closer again, because I wanted to see where that greener growth is, because it could be, if it is, it could be very much iron, because it's on the top of your plant. pH issue. Iron drops out at 6.5. So if your pH was too high, is that where it was leaning high?
So I've been pHing it down to 6.5, but it was off by almost 2%. So every time that I've been giving them water, and I'm in HP Pro Mix, it's actually been at 6.7, and this has been for the last 2 weeks. So they were great until honestly since last week's show. I showed them on last week's show, and they were, I mean, not this bad, but so when I wake up tomorrow, but this is also sleep time for them. So when I wake up tomorrow, they will be, I mean, of course. So
oh, he'll be back.
He took off.
Hey, disconnected on him.
Off here too. I gotta
what?
get off. I said I gotta get out of here. Everybody in chat, see a man down gardening. He's got his. Got a couple miles to go.
Yeah, man.
Nutrient uptake is a problem, but good.
Yeah, no, that's what this is. It's high pH.
What's up, Jimmy John?
Right. I'm about to take off, man. I'll see you, brother. Matt,
later, dog. Thank you, man.
Yeah, we'll see you guys. All right.
Have a good one, man. What's up, GJ?
But yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like this is the issue I'm dealing with, and I've never, I mean, all the Spider Farmer equipment, I mean, yeah, I bought those off Marketplace, but all this is new, like SE 5000, and I have a par meter. I went and bought this. So it's not like I have a bad one, you know what I mean?
What's that light at for intensity right now in the percentage?
It was at 400, and I turned it down about 5%.
Yeah. So
and that was just today. So, but however, I mean, my buddy over at We Pop Smoke, like I was saying, so he told me today to lower the intensity of the water. Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
It's a pH
And-
issue.
and
Your pH
that's what
went
he
too
said.
high, and your iron, and you dropped iron out, so your plant's not producing chlorophyll properly. Your plant's trying to produce more chlorophyll at a faster rate because your light intensity was higher. So your plant wants to grow faster, but can't actually perform and grow the right amount of chlorophyll for the leaf. That's why it's doing that lighter green.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. So I told him he's on here right now tonight, and I told him, I said, I'm going to put your theory to a test. And that's why I wanted to bring it, because I honestly didn't want to show you guys because it's embarrassing to me.
And a lot of the times,
but
deficiencies will come out when you start increasing the intensity, because your plant's going to start growing faster. Your things are going to start warming up too, right? That's where you're going to notice it. But yeah, bring your pH back down.
And I dropped the intensity about like 5%, maybe 6, maybe 8% today. Like not too drastic. So I gave it both measures today, and I'm sure you guys are 100% right. I mean, this is all new to me, man, and this is why I love this stuff, because I mean, you guys are willing to share with me, you know, and that's how we grow as a family. I mean, this is all about, you know, I mean, that's how I look at it. I mean, anybody else can look at it any other way. I don't give a shit.
That's a nice setup you got there, though. That's going to do well.
Well, I appreciate it. This is, you know who from. It's from the same family, man.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you already know. And these are just 3 of them. I mean, I have 4 other full-fledged tents, and they're all off because I have to adhere to my plant count for one. But as I become a better grower, then I want to do a full plant in a 4x4. And I even have that over there, a 5x4, full AC Infinity, fully ready to go, that I grew the Gary Paytons out last run, but that one's off. She's like, I was too hot. So she's over there cooling.
It's very true. A lot of people are talking about it. It's not embarrassing. It's a learning curve, right? It's all about learning. And that's how you have to take it. Right.
See, and that's the thing. I mean, I get hundreds and hundreds of comments every week, man, and I take it with the best. I mean, that's all you can do. Even the bad ones, man. I only lost it one time. The dude knows he's not probably here, and if he is, he already knows I apologize to him. But fuck, man, sometimes them comments get to you, and especially when you're a content creator. But I'm like one of the most downest dudes to the fucking earth, man. And I'm sorry for dropping the F-bomb, bro, so many times, but this is just who man down is, bro.
How you been doing? You've been doing this for about a year, right? A year and a bit.
I've been at this since January 18th of this year.
Yeah.
So
I could tell that it was within the first year. You can tell it's only been a year for you. You'll notice you'll get comments. Everybody will get comments, and sometimes people will say comments just to get a reaction from you. It happens. I've been doing this. I'm on my 4th year right now, and it happens, dude. And you just let it kind of brush it off your shoulder.
I do.
Just keep on growing. Just keep on doing your plants and
exactly. I have a channel. They don't. You know what I mean? That's how I got to look at
plants, man. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So one last thing. So what do you guys think about this little dude right here doing a shot glass grow out of?
That's awesome.
I'm gonna put a little fucking gigawatt seed right there, and we're gonna grow that little bitch up. And then this little dude, he's gonna sit over there. And he's going to make sure it's all good. Oh, you can't be looking at my girl like that. Stop looking at my girl like that.
Well, are you going to feed it, though?
Oh, my God, dude. So check this out. I mean, I don't know if I can say this. I mean, on your channel, I want to respect your channel. So I also have a sponsorship with Rain Point, and they promote gardening things. So they have this little solar pack, right? It hooks onto your little 5-gallon bucket. You mix your nutrients. It's on Green Magic Gardening. Ribby boy over there, I talk to him every day. We're like as friends, dude.
He's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he's my boy, man. And honestly, I mean, that's just gonna just feed it. And all you do is you just hit your phone when you want to feed it. Boom, boom, boom. But however, I mean, because I do want to do a solo crop grow, Everybody wants to do a solo cup grow, but it's the same thing. If I got to run down here 6-8 times a day to feed it, I'm pretty sure I have all the nutrients over there.
Yeah.
I just got to learn how to use them first.
Because you got to make sure, especially if you're growing in something that small, that you're going to be hitting it 6-8 times a day probably with a solution.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then its roots are going to start busting.
I know, but it's all for content, bro. It's
I know,
a gimmick,
fun.
bro.
It'd be
It's not
interesting.
about, has nothing to do with the weight, nothing like that. It's just, man,
You're
you're
talking to the guy who grew in a suitcase twice.
I love that fucking grow, dude. That
Yeah, that's what I
motherfucker
mean.
is
Like,
good
what are you
shit.
talking about?
Don't even fucking get me started on that shit, man. That was one of the best grows, bro. Honestly, I seen that and I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. I'm like, this dude did not pimp out a fucking garden or a suitcase to grow a plant. So if you guys want to know what I'm smoking on, I'm sorry. I'm not smoking tonight. It is what it is. But cheers to you all. I hope you guys have a good night, man. Thanks, Matt, always for letting me stop by. And I'm going to come back next week and I'll show you guys the results if that's okay.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. That sounds good.
All right, brother. Always check out We Pop Smoke. Check him out.
Yeah, man. No, he's been in the chat.
All right, brother. Later.
Awesome. Yeah, man. Hey, Raiden, how's your gardens? You want to come? We want to show your stuff, or is it lights off? Anybody's welcome to come up, smoke some, show their gardens. I'm just gonna go grab something to drink, and I'll be right back. Yeah, man down. And if you're in chat right now, hey, Rusty. Oh. There we go. Nice. Is that your... That's not a bad condition for the summer, dude, at all.
We did that on the weekend sometime, maybe Friday night.
Yes, that's right. You put those pictures up, I think, Saturday morning, didn't you?
Oh, these are the ones. That's the one that was hanging in there until this one came in. We let it hang for 49 days.
Yeah, that was a what? Because those were in the metal rack, weren't they?
No, that's these ones.
Oh, those ones. Okay, that was a little bit ago.
The bags in there are unicorn poop. Those bags are Black Amnesia Haze, this one. We're on week 9. Thursday, we're going to come in and pull off all this shit, all the old buds.
Yeah, this was the re-vegger.
Yeah. All this stuff's going to come out, get cleaned up. And these big ones will be coming to you. All these nice tops.
Oh, awesome.
Probably mail those out on Friday.
That's perfect time because, yeah, it's perfect time actually because that's going to be following the Frosty Treats.
But it's doing pretty good for 9 weeks. I'd say if I wanted to, I could have flipped it 2 weeks ago. But we're going to take it apart, flatten it down, pick, 50, maybe 50 odd good colas, good branches.
Yeah.
Keep the best 50 and call it good. And now
she didn't flip her yet. Yeah, she's not flipped at all because you're about to take.
Oh no, I have not flipped it.
Yeah,
it'll be probably another 2-3 weeks. Probably flip just before you get here.
Yeah. Did you grab the consumer those?
No, I haven't got those tickets yet. I haven't figured out what my fucking password is.
It's all good, yeah.
And we took every branch off of this. We're going to do a 32 cola main line.
Oh, awesome. That's going to be cool.
Maybe less. It looks like it wants to go. And that's the Blue Sunset Sherbert. And this guy finally got out from underneath the shade of that other plant, and it's not liking full light at all. Both looking thirsty already. But that's it for up here.
Yeah.
I posted some stuff on your Discord there. The day we did the transplant.
Yep.
Can't wait to get rid of this tent though. Even though it's brand new.
Yeah, that was a cool picture that you posted on the Discord with the open tent and the plant is there. That's
the which
big.
one?
That one. That one's a big plant with the in that picture. That's a cool picture you took from the angle.
Well, when you have an empty tent, sometimes you get to walk around and take better pictures.
Yeah, right. You had a good angle for it in that one.
No, but we want to get rid of this one and put a 3x3 here. That'll give us room to move the AC back into this corner.
Yeah.
And actually have an exhaust with the rest of the stuff,
It must sound so wonderful outside, just a constant hum.
Well, there's a fair amount of, everything's along the ceiling, so if there's a distance between the fan and the outside.
Oh, that's true.
Look, we're only running at 50%.
Nice.
This one, what do we got? Oh, we're at 75. So it's what? Probably getting more than enough light than it needs.
You liking the fact that you can have the ballast outside of the tent? Do you find that really brings the heat down a lot for what your needs?
I don't think it brings the heat down that much. Just due to the fact that it's in your lung room, so it's putting heat into your lung room, right?
Yeah.
Heat is heat no matter where it is if it stays in the room. Whether you're heating up your lung room or you're heating up your tent. Getting hungry.
I was wondering about that because I know a lot of people are trying to promote lights that have the longer plug so you can do that, but all in all, you're still getting overall heat in the environment.
As long as you're putting it within a few feet of your tent, most of them will have enough, right?
Yeah.
If you want to set them up on a bank somewhere, that you'd have a problem. Like this one is that tent. This one is that tent. This one is this tent. And this one is this tent.
Yeah.
As long as I can remember and I'm not too wrecked. Oh, that's what's hanging up. Purple Ghost Candy. I couldn't
There you
remember.
go. That's a good way to remind yourself.
Yeah. Pothead. But it'll be exciting to see what it looks like after we strip it bare. Like all this shit's gonna come off, all these old buds.
Yeah. The same day that you do the cutting kind of thing, you're just gonna cut underneath and then cut the top.
Well, I'm gonna cut all the buds off and just leave the big branches that are coming from those buds.
Yeah.
You know, start from the bottom up. We're gonna pull both trellises off before we do it. It'll just be, I'm not sure if you can see right there. It'll be just coming in, pull all these buds off. Any good strong branches coming up like this one will stay. Any little shitty stuff like this will go. Like this one, that'll be a go.
Yeah.
It didn't make it to the top. It's not a strong branch. Well, it's looking like it's ready to be amended again. So fucking hungry when it's this big.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's looking awesome.
I'm gonna run out of room to amend.
Yeah, that always sucks.
Well, what I think I might do when I got all the trellises off is lift it out, put some new soil at the bottom, set it back down on top, then fill it flush, flip it to flower. And just amend the best I can. Probably do a little bit of synganic.
And Mary, I did see you. We'll get you up right after right after raging.
Oh, I'm done. I can jump down and go back to chat.
Oh, just
Unless you want to see some tomatoes.
Well, we can show Mary's, and then we can go back, to your tomatoes.
I'm just thinking if it got dark while I was upstairs or not.
Okay.
Got a little bit of light left. A quick walk. So I'm just gonna pull down the stairs in the dark.
That wouldn't be very good.
A quick walk. Time delay. Pull down the stairs in the dark.
Yeah, I got a couple things in Discord. Hey, Smokey, did you want me to show that video as well? Oh, dude, it's looking awesome out there.
You want to see a good comparison on what happens to plants with pot size?
With what?
With pot size. Is it tobacco?
Yes.
This is the exact same plant in the exact same soil, different pot size.
Nice. Bigger pot size.
Like 110 liters versus 8 maybe.
That's awesome, dude. That's a huge plant in comparison.
It's the exact same soil,
What's
right?
the root, right? You have the root system that could support that.
And you can see competition. Remember how big this one is? versus one that had to compete with corn.
Yeah, corn likes to aggressively root.
Yeah. Corn and the sunflowers had a battle this year. Looked like a tie to me.
Works out.
But yeah, everything's produced pretty good. We got some funky tomatoes.
Oh, nice.
That's one tomato. But that's it. I'll jump off.
Sounds good, man. No, it's looking great. That's an awesome looking deck right now.
Well, we've mostly grown for cover so people can't sit there and watch us when we smoke our dope.
Yeah.
I'll jump down. I'll be back in chat.
Sounds good, man. It's awesome seeing your in your garden.
Hello, Matt.
Hello.
Thought I would just come up and show you guys what's going on with my bed stuff. I'm at day 25, I think, today. And they're doing okay. They just need a little work.
Really good.
Good. These are the wickeds. I've got 3 of them in here. And I did go ahead and top them just to piss Maine off. Love you, Maine. This one here's I don't know, kind of scrawny. I'm not sure what to do with it, so I'm just leaving it go. And then I have this one here. It's doing really good. And this one under here has tons of roots.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this one has any coming through. Yeah, it's got a real big root. So, in the fabric pot. So they're doing pretty good. They're already on the self-watering basis, so.
Okay, that was gonna be my next question. Are they actually have enough to start absorbing from the bottom?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah, this one here is bottom watering, and then this one here, that one there is it's a Humboldt. It's a very, very bushy little Humboldt. So, and then the other 2 are not bottom watering yet. This is a Westport Posse, but it doesn't really look that great. And then that's going on with it. I had 2, and one of them got that powdery mildew, and this one just doesn't look. It hasn't looked right really since I've had it. So, I don't really know very many people that have grown it, so I'm not sure. I'm just gonna leave it go and see what happens.
Yeah.
And then let me show you. I've got some autoflowers. Here's my late flowering autoflowers that I have left. I have here I've got Mango Smile by Mephisto.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's at, I want to say like day 78, I think. And then I have here, this is Peach Amadilla, and it's from Precursor Genetics. I topped, these are all topped autoflowers too. So they seem to like it. And then back here,
they're getting quite large for topping them. Whenever I top my autoflowers, they fucking turn out to be just stocky little plants.
This is where I topped it, way down here on this Kuiper cookies. And granted, there's a little bit too much spacing in between because she stretched a little far, and they're finishing out under this like a supplemental light because I am 1 light down. So I'm like, it doesn't matter to me as much anymore. So I got those in here.
Sometimes with the autoflower, I don't mind if it does that because they like to bulk up too much if you don't. It kind of because you get so much light intensity on them. Sometimes it's nice to have them spread out a little bit like that. So
yeah, I'm sorry I can't see them better though. This light sucks, but. And then let me take you over to. Here's my regular autoflower tent. I have a new line of Atlas stuff going. I'm doing a grow along with a group of people, and I just popped these yesterday. These are Gummy Bear by Atlas, and I have a little cup. I have a 5-gallon, and This one, oh, actually, this is a different one. This is Atlas Seeds Fruit by the Foot. I planted it a day later. It's just starting to poke up. This is the other gummy bear one that came up yesterday. And there's nothing there yet. That's going to be, I think, GMO OG from Atlas. And I have some Purple Punch from Barney's Farm.
Nice.
And they're a day 17, I think. I'm not sure, 16 or 17. This one looks like Thirsty. It's Pingu by Hummingbird Hills. It's a little thing. My Winnie the Pooh planter that is on a self-watering base already. It's a tiny little thing. Has a small critical 2.0. She's at day like 38, 39, but not showing any signs of the flower yet, thankfully.
Yeah, that's the autoflower, right?
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one Maine grew and it took off.
What was that?
I think that's one of the ones that I think that's one of the same ones that Maine grew and it took off. It got quite big.
The critical here is this is the other critical, the same one.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, this one's doing a lot better. This is the way she should be. She's in a 3-gallon with a Pro Mix. But yeah, it's a big comparison, a big difference. So, but they're all on self-watering bases. And this one here is from Mephisto. And she is Sour Stopper and Grape Crinkleberry.
Nice. That's a nice structure too. She's going to fill it well.
Yeah.
All of them are filling out. Yeah, you grow autoflowers, you can tell because of the structure of them. That's how they grow nicely.
Yeah, I like the autos, but I do like. I always have a few photos going too. But
yeah,
I just wanted to pop in and say hello and show you my garden tonight and say hi, everybody. I can't see chat yet, but I'll take a look when I step out.
It's looking awesome.
Thank you.
Really yeah.
Have a good one.
You as well. Yeah, that's the next plan I have for autoflowers is to try to do that spread like that with them. They seem to do well that way. Every way I try to grow them is I don't do well in a scrog. What they do, it's not the greatest. Hope you're doing well, Nathan. All right, so let's go to Smokey. Scotland, did you want me to show that video that you put on Discord? Hello, Ace. Ace, are you still around? Nice. Yeah, here, I'll put up some of those. Yeah, it's doing well. It's getting stoned with the community. Okay. See if you, yeah, we can open it up. Oh, does it show up? Oh, it doesn't show up nicely that way. See, let's just do it this way. Nice. I'm just gonna do it this way because dealing with the big full screen's a nightmare right now. Sorry, Ace. Hey, Canna Claus, hope you're doing well. Is this also the Gorilla Glue? Nice. And so you had a storm that came through and took out. So he was saying he had a storm that came out and took out all his plants except for, was it these two? The last one's kind of blurry. It's stacking up nicely though. You got a good little bouquet starting in there. Definitely. Yeah. Nice. You're keeping it decently clean in there, which is awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, cleaning all that up. Yeah, I know those are looking good. And then this is the Gorilla Glue. So this and this aren't the same. These are for this plant. This one's by itself. I wouldn't touch this. I'd say just leave that the way it is. There's so many sources of light. This plant's totally good. Yeah, I think this plant you could just leave the way it is. Just let her do her thing. I wouldn't take any leaves off of that one. This one, yeah, it was good to take off some of the inside ones. But on this one, I would definitely leave everything on that. You're gonna get everything's gonna be getting enough light to actually do its job. You've already done a good job, or it's just growing in such a way where you're not gonna have to do it. Yeah, I wouldn't touch any of those leaves. I think that you need like 2 or 3 leaves of light to pass before it doesn't have any before light can't pass through. So I say that, yeah, keep those ones on then. And Smokey, did you want me to show this, or if you're still out there? Let's close this down until he responds. Yeah, the first one you did, and you know what? I did that with my that guava mezcal. I did that this time, so I just did the single one defoliation, and that's it. And it's turned out really well. I've had zero stress on this plant. This plant's been able to do its thing ever since that one time. And it shows. I've had some really big bud development. And same thing with the Field DOG. Even though I had an issue with my pH dropping, which isn't very nice. I can show you guys kind of an example of what's happened to that. So my pH meter was reading 0.6 higher. So when I was watering, I was bringing my pH down to 5.8. But I was really bringing it down to like 4.8, 4.7, like 4.8, 4.7 to... And then I started dropping out a lot of nutrients from that. Or specifically the calcium dropping out because of the low pH, which is causing an issue to my plants. They are staying bulky, but that's why I had to go get this, because I didn't want to order a new probe. I knew there was going to be an issue when I tried to calibrate my pH, my probe. When I tried to do it, and it wouldn't calibrate for like 25 times or 30 times. I tried over and over and over until it finally worked. I probably shouldn't have trusted it after doing that. Yeah, definitely bit that one. Because I took it into the hydro store and we tested it there, and it was reading 0.6 on average, higher or more. And then we tried to calibrate it, and it just wouldn't work again. Yeah, thank you, Jews. It's just it's so unfortunate when it like gets to a certain point, and then all of a sudden everything just like through the upper leaves. But you're right, and it's not stopping the overall bud development. And I have enough airflow that I don't have to worry about like any of the problems that. The minute that I saw that, I'm like, I think the monster skunk all over again. I'm like, I think the monster skunk had the issue because it didn't have enough airflow, not because the leaves were crisp. Nice. That's pretty minimalistic. But keep in mind that first one, the Gorilla Glue. The second one is coming along, but that first Gorilla Glue, you got some time on that one. You definitely have a bit of time. So hopefully you can get some, maybe add a little extra if you want to get. You don't need to add a little extra if you want to. Okay, sometimes less is more. But just make sure you listen to what the plant needs. But yeah, if everybody wants to come up and show their grow or hang. Yeah, that one's looking closer than the Gorilla Glue is. But yeah, they both got some time for sure. Yeah. Yeah, it would be a good and a bad thing. I think it could be a bad thing sometimes. Especially if you want to play pranks on somebody. Peace. I'm gonna roll a joint, smoke a joint with you guys. Find something to do for 15 minutes, maybe. The affected leaves though are mostly on one side, not the other. So this is the other side. This is the other cultivar. They added a little bit on the ends, but that could be anything else. The other one was more right from the center where calcium would be affected, where this is just looks like a little extra on the tip burn. As opposed to where they're coming out of the center on top of the tip burn. However, though, if you go to you won't be able to see far enough down there. So you notice all the leaves down here are green, not affected. If it was a potassium issue, it would be starting down here and moving upwards with those same sort of markings. Yeah, those are orange hairs. They're pretty almost done. That's end of week 7. They're going to go for 9 weeks, more or less, I'm thinking. I'm going to be checking trichomes this weekend. I think that, yeah, the guys that stash blend, I'm actually trying it out right now. That's kind of an all-in-one biostimulant package. And I'm trying it out on the Frosty Treats, and we'll do it on the Grow Off run. I'm going to do it on both of those. Well, yeah, regular and fast flowering are just going to be. Fast flowering would just be a plant that's been bred to flower within a certain period of time. Yeah, Matthew, I'm using it in the Spider Farmer run for right now for a little bit. I'm just trying it out, and it's working well. Now that I've dialed in my pH, I'm going to see more of a result. I just didn't have a good pH because my were using a probe that was lying to me for a month when I thought it was telling me the truth. But that one, yeah, that one's nice because it has the aminos, it has the silica, it has like a bunch of stuff. I don't have the package on me except my grow. I add it to my those are the ones that aren't on my dripper system. The ones that are on my dripper system don't get any of that. I would do it individually. But the ones that go through my I hand water when I'm there on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays. Those are the ones that I'll be applying that. I have applied that to. But no, I add it to solution. The only thing I amend into my soil would be like the microbes, the raw microbes, the bloom and the grow. Unless I'm playing around with organics, but with organics, I'm not dialed into organics. Yeah, I hand water that in with the solution. So when I go to my flowering tent, I have the reservoir that feeds the dripper systems for the 4x8. That will always just feed the 2 times a day on a timer. But that same reservoir, I'll go and I'll take my jug and I'll pull out the 5 liters of water, which is like around 5 quarts, so like a gallon, 1.25 gallons. I'll feed my and then I'll mix in the stash blend into that at that point, mix that up, and then I'll feed it to my plants in the Spider Farmer run because that's how I feed the Spider Farmer run. I do it on the times that I'm in there, so that they get a solution every 2 days. And normally I try to make it go from Monday to Thursday, but lately that guava mezcal, as you can see how the buds were developing, she didn't want to wait. So the one time I tried to go from Monday to Thursday, but she was totally dry by Thursday came. So I kind of add in, not a whole bunch of solution, but I'll add in a partial solution. So it's just like, it's in there and I'm not wasting it. But then on Thursday, I'll do it properly so it does a full run through. And on Saturday, it has that full 2 days to try out like normal. Because you don't want to be doing it too much. But if I'm not going to go there for another day. I'm trying to reduce the amount of times I have to drive over to where I grow my flowers. That's the reason why I water that way. But it works out because then I can just make different watering schedules and different content. Yeah, you're outside. There you go. I noticed though, like when it rains with my potted like tomato plants, it doesn't matter. You have to still kind of water them like normal, anyways, because those pots aren't a big enough surface to gather enough rain. Yeah, doing the outside grow, it's outside growing outside is awesome to look at too when you're out there, and it was like the right day with like the right kind of like effect. Right, when you're sitting there in the rain watering a plant because it doesn't take enough. I've sat there on the deck doing that. It was like pissing rain. There was like thunder and shit, and I'm like sitting there watering my like tomato plant because it doesn't get enough water from the rain. The things they're actually drooping. I was like, really? Yeah, right, yeah. Well, I'm already growing, like, in the front of my house. I got that one tomato plant that's grown out of a patch of dirt that's this big. Well, I also have all the cucumbers and broccoli right behind it now. And then I have a little patch of dirt with this big stalk coming out of it, and this plant that's, like, taking out most of the walkway. So I got that, and then I have a trellised deck. So yeah, I probably do look like a crazy person. Yeah, totally. It's but sometimes you just don't get enough depending on the size of them. I was gonna smoke this joint with you guys, and we'll call it on the half hour. No, it really doesn't hook up to that big of a bat. Oh, hey, Jason Terms. I dug out the whole patch of dirt that was in the front area, and before I did it the first time, you go down about 3 or 4 inches, and then it was just sand. They just had sand. So I dug out a whole bunch of that sand, and then I mixed up my own actual soil, and I poured it in there. And then I just amend that soil in the front of the place. So that's why I'm growing big plants out of that little bit of dirt, because it's actually, I've put my own dirt in there in that little patch. But it's like this big, like that by that. 1 year I grew a 75-pound pumpkin in it. Let's see. Oh no, it wasn't 75. It was between 60 and 70. Yeah. In that little patch of dirt in the front of the house. $67. sent the vines to the gutter, and then grew it down the gutter in front of the house. It looked like Ferngully, or it looked like Jumanji, like the original movie when. Is there actually pictures of what it looked like? Load up. Yeah, I got pictures of when it's like in the middle of fall. Oh, it's coming out of the little patch of dirt in front of the house, and then coming up, growing up, and going right up to the gutters in front of the door that's here. And then I have it on top of a chair. Yeah. Right. Well, I think we're gonna end it here. So I hope that all you guys have a great week. And I'll catch you guys next week. I got video coming out tomorrow for Spider Farmer course on Wednesday. And on Friday, there'll be another update from this is a mid-flower update, which is going to go into the whole probe and all those issues I was having with the pH as well. But it'll also show the good stuff that happens throughout the runs and the Tango Mango's progression. So